Let's see this question. A certain moving arm disk storage with one head has the following specifications. So they are saying that a disk is there and on which the arm is moving. Sometimes what we have is static arms will be there. So for every track there will be one read write head and the arm need not move, right? So but then in case if we have only one read write head, then the arm has to move. So what is arm is, see, now if you have these many sectors, okay, now if I have an arm in such a way that for every surface if there is one read write head, then this particular arm need not move, it is static, right? In case if you have only one read write head, then this arm has to move from one track to the other to read a corresponding sector. So they are saying that a certain moving arm disk storage with one read write head, which means there is only one head, has the following specifications. Number of tracks per surface is 200, which means the number of tracks we have in this total surface is 200, and the disk rotational speed is 2400 rotations per minute, and the track storage capacity is 62,500 bits, which means in one track we can save 62,500 bits. Now average latency is given as p milliseconds and data transfer rate is given as q bits per second. Then what are the values of p and q? Now you have to find out the value of p. P is nothing but the average latency, which means half of the time taken for one rotation, right? So what is the half of the time taken for one rotation? So half into time taken for one rotation we have to find out. So what is the time taken for one rotation? 2400 rotations. See from this data, 2400 rotations I am going to do it in 60 seconds. Therefore one rotation I can do in 1 by 40 seconds, right? Then half rotation I can do in 1 by 80 seconds. So 1 by 80 seconds is going to be 12.5 milliseconds. Got it? So half the rotation time is going to be directly p is half the rotation time, which we found out to be 12.5 milliseconds. Now the second one is, what is the data rate? So data rate is nothing but in 12.5 milliseconds we are able to complete one rotation, right? Which means we are able to complete one track, which means we are able to complete one track capacity means this much, 62,500 bits we are able to cover. Therefore in 12.5 milliseconds we are able to cover so this is half the time, right? Yes, 25. For half rotation this is the time, for full rotation it is going to be 25 milliseconds, right? So which means in 25 milliseconds I can cover one rotation. So that means one track will be covered, that means 62,500 bits can be covered. Therefore in 1 second how much can I cover? In 1 second I can cover 62,500 divided by 25 into 1000. So milli is going to be 1000. Okay, now if you compute it, you are going to get it as 2.5 into 10 power 6 bits per second. So this is the data rate, which means this is the rate at which you can get the data out of this disk. Okay, fine.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177 and IIT Roorkey's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkey, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkey is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkey. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.